What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here. Welcome back to the next Duel Links video. Today, I know I'm about 2 days late, but there is a new box that I have not dived into yet. Valiant Souls, the box. So we're gonna do that today. We're gonna have one of our typical pack openings, praying for a prismatic. Oh, we're halfway there. Don't sing it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this. Right now, I have 6,000 gems. So how many packs can I buy? Let's do some quick maths. I can't do math at all. 10, 500, 6, 60. I can buy 60 packs with gems. So that's what we're gonna do. I might go ahead and splurge and spend some cash on this box, but I wanna I don't even wanna look at the cards that are in the box right now. I know you guys can see I'm scrolling, but I'm not looking. I'm just moving that so you guys can see. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna pop open our first 10 packs of Valiant Souls, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be live with if there's a deck that's great, we're gonna use it. So the last box we got Sylvans, the last mini box. The previous box for that we got Aliens, two very good decks. So I'm kind of wondering what the good deck is going to be from this pack. And is it gonna be Amazoness Scouts? During either player's turn, you contribute this card. This turn, this turn, face up Amazoness monsters you currently control, cannot be targeted by monster effects, and cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's cool. So cannot be targeted by monsters, cannot be destroyed by any effects. For Amazonesses. Gear Arsenal is a machine, 1500 Earth machine. This card gains 200 attack for each Gear monster. I know I'm butchering that. I'm sorry, Gears. I'm just gonna call them Gears. Each Gear monster you control, you contribute this card, special summon one Gear monster from your deck in defense position except for this card. So, I'm thinking of gadgets, not gears. I wonder if the rest of the gears are in here. Masked Hero Vapor. Must be special summoned with Mask Change and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Interesting. So it's a hero that's summoned by Mask Change, which must be a spell or a trap, and it cannot be destroyed by card effects. And it's 2,400. Fusion monster, but not really a fusion monster. Pretty cool. I mean, it's still probably someone with a spell though, so you could say that it is. Ooh, Blast Juggler. I remember this card from IRL. You can only activate this effect during your standby phase. Offer this face-up card as a tribute to select to destroy 2 face-up monsters with an attack 1,000 or less. Interesting. Heretic Seal of the Dragon King. This card is treated as a normal monster while face-up on the field or in the graveyard while this card is face-up in the field. Is a Gemini. Ooh. You contribute this card, special summon one heretic monster except Heretic Seal of the Dragon King from your hand, deck, or graveyard in face-up defense position. So we have to try to find other heretic monsters and see if this will be worth, because it is a Gemini. It is 6 stars. And you summon a powerful rebirth, I guess. Mask Charge. Here we go. Not Mask Change, Mask Charge. I'm a silly duck. Target one hero monster and one change quick play spell card in your graveyard, add them to your hand. Oh, no. So there is a Mask Change. This is Mask Charge. Target one hero monster and one change quick play spell. So Mask Change is a quick play spell. That's really useful because it'll be used in the battle phase. Oh, man. Let's see. Gear Arsenal. Doom Donuts. Look at this as my spirit card. Destroy all face-up monsters in the field with an original attack or defense of 0. Interesting. And then Kakurushi Bushi Metal 63118. I really want to know where they get these names. I really do. This card must attack if able. When this face-up attack position card is selected as an attack target, change the defense position. If another Karakuri monster on the field is destroyed, this card gains 400 attack permanently. Interesting. Okay. Very cool, very cool. Spell Calling. When this face-down card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by the effect of a spell or trap card controlled by your opponent, select one quick play spell card from your deck and set it after showing it to your opponent. Interesting. We have another YuGiOh. It's a 3-star MK number 3. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gear card, you can special summon one Gear monster from your hand or graveyard in a defense position except for this card, but its effects are negated. You can only use its effect once per turn. You cannot special summon the monsters the turn you activate this effect except for Gear monsters. Okay. Amazoness Baby Tiger. This card's name becomes Amazoness Tiger while it's on the field or in the graveyard. If an Amazoness monster is normal summoned or special summoned to your side of the field while this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. You can only use the effect once per turn. Gains 100 attack for each Amazoness card in your graveyard. So it's a little baby card that can be used for tributing for econ, can be used for tributes. It's cool. It's cool because it comes right back from the graveyard every time you normal special summon an Amazoness monster. So Amazon has got some support in this set. I wonder if it'll be enough. Heretic Seal of Supremacy. Special summon one heretic monster from your hand. Karakuri Showdown Castle. I said Shadow Castle. When a face-up Karakuri monster you control selects an opponent's face-up monster as an attack target, you can change the target's battle position. When this face-up card in the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can select one level 4 or higher Karakuri monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Interesting. So it replaces itself with a monster from the grave. That's cool. That's cool. It's cool. And it gives you like forever econs for changing battle position. That's really cool. And then we have MK number 2. When this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can special summon one YuGiOh monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. So you can really flood the field. Really flood the field with the YuGiOhs, it looks like. Interesting. Lightning Punisher. What a dope looking card. After a chain with 3 or more links resolves, destroy one card on your opponent's side of the field. This effect cannot activate if multiple cards with the same name were activated in the chain. So it's a 7. Is it 8 stars? I think it's 7. It's 7 stars. And it's interesting. I'd like to try something with that, but I never think it's like worth to do the spell chain effects. Spell Recycler. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one spell card in your graveyard. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, return the target to the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I feel like it's interesting. It recycles cards to the bottom of the deck, and it mills something from the top of your deck, so that could be good in certain decks, getting cards in your grave. We have Mask Charge right there. 2,000 Needles. When this defensive monster is attacked and the attack of the attacking monster is lower than the defense of this card, destroy the attacking monster. 5 stars. It's a beast with 1,800 defense. Face Off, Counter Trap. When a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated during the damage step, negate the activation if you do destroy it. That's pretty cool. Elemental Hero Ice Edge. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by a direct attack, you can target one set card in your opponent's spell or trap zone, destroy that target once per turn. During your main phase, you can discard one card. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. Nice. So you can ditch a card to guarantee, almost guarantee you're gonna pop a card or force some sort of card, because you ditch a card, you're attacking directly, and then you're popping a spell. That's a cool card. That's cute. Drill Barnacle. This card can attack your opponent directly. Each time this card inflicts damage to your opponent's by a direct attack, this card gains 1,000 attack. That's honestly scary. It's honestly scary. Luckily, it's 3 stars and not 2 stars. Otherwise, Wetlands would be ridiculous. Fabled. Ooh, are Fabled in the game? You can discard one card to the graveyard to select and destroy one face-up monster your opponent controls with defense less than or equal to this card's attack. I wonder if Fables and Dark Worlds are going to come together and do some crazy things. I'm not sure. Allure Queen level 5. I think that discard might be a cost. I'm not sure. Once per turn during your main phase, this card was special summoned by the effect of Allure Queen level 3. You can select one level 5 or lower monster your opponent's side of the field and equip it to this card. If this card would be destroyed by battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. During your standby phase, by sending this card to the graveyard while it's equipped due to its effect, special summon an Allure Queen number 7. So we have more levels. We have more level monsters, and they're cute. I want to see what... Ganache! Yes! When this card is discarded to the graveyard, special summon it. If this card is special summoned this way, it gains 200 attack and removed from play when it's removed from the field. Oh man, I love Fabled so much. My best friend, Mr. Talent, he loves Fables more than me, but they make me think of him, so I love them. Discard one Paleozoic card, then draw 2 cards. Once per turn, no, once per chain. When a trap card is activated while this card is in your graveyard, special summon this card as a normal monster. Wow. If summoned this way, this card is unaffected by monster effects. Also banishes it when it leaves the field. So you can discard a Paleo, Pikia. Use this. So you just use this, discard one. You have 2 in the grave, and now you're going to be, you can special summon them as monsters. That's really cool. Anything that makes itself a resource in the grave gets me riled. 4-armed dragon. Cave dragon and lesser fiend. A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion materials. Negate the effects of flip effect monsters. Negate any traps that target this card in the field, and if you do, destroy that trap card. That's cool. It must have some more synergy, because otherwise it's just a weird fusion. Absolutely nothing in those first 10 packs. There are 10 ultra rares and 24 super rares left in this box. Silent Strider. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to reduce the level of one monster in the field by 1 until the end phase. Interesting. With the queen that steals monsters, it might have some synergy there. Kabuki Dragon. Once per turn before damage calc, if your monster attacked an opponent's monster, you can change the battle position of that monster your opponent controls. Once per turn before damage calc, if an opponent's monster attacked your monster, you can change the battle position of the monster you control. Ooh. So you're just like changing battle positions all the time, you cool looking dragon. Fabled Urostos. While you have 2 or less cards in your hand, all face-up Fable monsters you control gain 400 attack. Wow, what a cool looking card. Oh my gosh, so edgy. We have YuGiOh, the original. You contribute this card to target 1 level 4 machine type monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. Very similar. And then you have Heretic Dragon of Asar. So it's an 8-star, or 7-star, 7-star dragon. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 light dragon type monster and 1 dragon type normal monster from your graveyard, like that Gemini. If this face-up card in the field will be destroyed, you contribute 1 heretic monster instead, except this card. So 2600 light monster that can be special summoned. Runaway Karakuri. Oh, I've been mispronouncing that. I've been dyslexicing them. Karakuri. Oh my gosh, of course, Karakuri. Select 1 Karakuri monster in the field until the end phase. It gains 1000 attack, but its effects are negated. That's pretty dangerous. Spell Recycler and Mask Charge. Gaining 1000 attack in the damage step is pretty dangerous. For Yukishin Clown, when this card is summoned, select 1 face-up monster in the field and change its battle position. Okay. Heretic Seal, the Sun Dragon Overlord. 0/0. 0/0 8-star light dragon. Count it, boys. Count it. We have our first ultra rare, Eclipse Wyvern. If this card is sent to the graveyard, banish 1 level 7 or higher light or dragon type monster from your deck. If this card is banished from your graveyard, you can add the monster banished by this card's effect to your hand. So it's a 4-star dragon. Wow. And then if you manage to banish it from the grave with many different things that can banish both dragons and light monsters, there's a new starter deck that I believe banishes dragons from your grave with a trap card. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. Blast Juggler, Spell Calling, and MK number 3. Heretic, we already got you, but this one's foil. Heretic Seal of the Dragon King. This is the Gemini one. And then Giria. When this card is normal summoned, Gear Geyser. You can add 1 level 4 Earth type monster from your deck to your hand, except Gear Geyser. Also, you cannot declare an attack, nor special monsters except machine type monsters for the rest of this turn. We got Hieroglyphs. Queen's Bodyguard. Allure Queen monsters on your side of the field cannot be selected as an attack target. That's cool. Rikishin Clown and Elemental Hero Wild Edge. Wild Edge is in the game. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card can attack every monster your opponent controls. Bam. Every single monster with 2600 attack. The Tongue Twister. Literally, that's so cute. If this card was tribute summoned, when it is sent from the field to the graveyard, draw 2 cards and remove this card from play. Wow. That's cool. Golden Gearbox. Select 1 face-up Karakuri monster in the field that gains 500 attack and 1500 defense until the end phase. And then Diabolus, King of the Abyss, 8-star Dark Dragon. This card cannot be special summoned. If you tribute summon this card, the tributes must be dark. This card cannot be tributed by a card's effect. Oh, wow. So you can't tribute it for like Econ. During your opponent's draw phase, before they draw, look at the top card of their deck, then put that card at the top or the bottom of their deck. That's really strong information. That's really cool. That's a really cool card. I like it. It can't be special summoned, so it's not going to see much play, but really cool card. We have another Paleozoic Marilla, so a new card. Send 1 trap card from your deck to the graveyard once per chain. When a trap card is activated while this card is in your graveyard, special summon this. Wow. So more of these traps special summon themselves from the grave. And they're going to be fish, so it's going to make Golden Flying Fish even worse. Like, worse isn't better. You can reveal 1 other Amazoness monster in your hand. Special summon this card from your hand. You can only use the effect of Amazoness Spy once per turn. When this card is destroyed battle sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Amazoness monster from your graveyard and return it to the hand or shuffle it into the deck. So probably always going to add it to your hand unless there's a specific Amazoness that gets special summoned only from your deck. Elemental Hero Plasma Vice, our second ultra rare. Sparkman plus Blade Edge. This inflicts piercing, and you get to discard 1 card to target 1 attack this monster opponent controls and destroy it. That's cool. So piercing and pops attack position cards. Silent Strider, Allure Queen level 3. So this is a similar thing. Select 1 level 3 or lower monster your opponent's side of the field and equip it. So you need to accomplish that before you can actually make it go to level 5. Kind of tough, so you're probably going to need to use something to decrease your opponent's 4-star monsters down to 3. Or you just run Nibble Magonas and you special summon them to your opponent's side of the field and voila! Not really sure. MK number 2. So double ultra rare on that 10. That's pretty tight. That is pretty darn tight if you ask me. Pretty darn tight. We have Fabled D-Boys. We got D's Boys right here. You can special summon any number of D-Boys from your deck and face-up attack position, and then you take 1,000 damage for each monster special summoned by this effect. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Elemental Hero Wild Edge. Heretic Seal of the Sun Dragon Overlord. Arsenal Robber. Your opponent selects one equipped spell card from his or her deck and sends it to the graveyard. Maybe it'll be good against specific farming, like against specific legendary duelists. Drill Barnacle, Karakuri Showdown Castle, and Amazoness Heirloom. Equip only to an Amazoness monster. Once per turn, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle. When the equipped monster attacks, after damage calc, destroy the attack target. Wow, that's cool. So you can just attack, take some life point damage, and pop them. Pop them all day. Abyssal King Shark, another fish, oh boy. Once per turn, if this card will be destroyed by an effect that does not target it, it is not destroyed. Wow, that's cool. Drill Barnacle and Masked Hero Anki. Must be special summoned with Mask Change. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card can attack your opponent directly, but when it does so using this effect, the battle damage is halved. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can add one change quick play spell from your deck to your hand. That's cool. So you can thin your deck or you can attack directly for 1,400. And 1,400 is a lot. 1,400 is a lot. Amazoness Scouts, Ice Edge, and Kabuki Dragon. Here we go. Karakuri Ninja MDL 7749 Nanashik. This card must attack if able. 5 stars, Earth, 2,200 attack. When this face-up card is selected, attack target changes battle position when this card is normal summoned. You draw a number of cards equal to the number of face-up defense position Karakuri monsters you control. So you can potentially draw 2. Interesting. Lesser Fiend. This card is always treated as an Archfiend card. Banish any monster, destroy a battle with this card. 2,100, 4 arms, 8-pack galore. And then we have the Blade Edge. Wow. This card inflicts piercing. It's Blade Edge, he inflicts piercing, he's 2,600, 2 tributes. He's a warrior, ladies and gentlemen, he's a warrior. So you have some synergy with Marauding Captain and what have you. Fake Hero, look at this guy, he's a chump. Special summon one elemental hero monster from your hand. That monster cannot attack and returns to the hand during the end phase. Very nice. Mad Dog of Darkness, a 1,900 vanilla beast. Oh, that rare. That used to be a rare, boys. Iris the Earth Mother. After a chain with 3 or more links resolved, draw 1 card. This effect cannot be activated if multiple cards were the same name. Okay, and it's 1 tribute. It's a fairy and it's 1 tribute. I can get behind that. We have another Fabled and then we have another Paleo. Queen's Bodyguard, Golden Gearbox, and Wild Edge. So we hit a lot of the common stuff, thankfully, and we're gonna keep going with it. When this card is normal summon, place 2 counters on it. This card gains 800 attack for each of these counters on it. If this card be destroyed by a card effect, remove one of this card's counters instead. So it's a 5-star machine that gets counters when it's normal summon, and it goes to 2,400 attack, and then of course it survives. So that's cool. Paleo and Blast with Chain. This was a rare too. Target one face-up monster you control, equip this card to that target, it gains 500 attack. If this card is destroyed by a card effect while equipped, target 1 card in the field, destroy that target. Does this completely power creep? No, it doesn't power creep Metamorph. They do different things. Okay, it's fine. I feel like it power creeps something though. I just don't know what. All right, we're going in for another 10. Going in for another 10. We've gotten 3 of the ultra rares, I believe. Mysterious Puppeteer. Each time you or your opponent normal summons or flip summons a monster, increase your life points by 500. That's fun. Metal Shooter and Arm Protector Dragon. This almost looks like a Cyndaquil. Well, not a Typhlosion, but watery and winged. Face-up equipped cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. This card gains 500 attack for each equipped card equipped to this card. That's cool. So it's a dragon. It's a 2,800 defense dragon for 2 tributes, but it's a light. It has synergy with a lot of different things. I feel like I want to play with dragons tomorrow. Fabled Diff. When a fabled monster is sent from the hand to your graveyard, you contribute this card to select that monster and special summon it from the graveyard. That's cool. Earthquake Giant, but you gotta have that thing on the field first. It's kind of a drag. Once per turn, when the battle position of this card is changed, you can select 1 monster your opponent controls and change that battle position. All right. Doom Donuts, and another one of those gosh darn samurais. Humpty Grumpty. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. If this card is flip summoned, it gains 800 attack until the end of the turn. Okay. Face Off and Hyena. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon any number of hyenas from your deck. More deck thinning. I'm telling you, Exodia is coming through, boys. Every time I see deck thinning, Exodia. Drawing, Exodia. Heretic Dragon of Gibeb. 1,800 Light Dragon. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special summon 1 dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard and make its attack and defense 0. When this card is tributed, special summon one heretic normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Ooh, that's cool. So it special summons something, and then if you tribute that monster, you special summon something again. Phoenix Beast Garuda. It's a winged beast, wind. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 300 attack during the damage step. Okay, it is one tribute. It's one tribute for 2,800 attack. 3,000 with the mountain on the field. It's kind of strong. That's a little strong. It's just barely strong. We got Backup Rider, a foil SR. I believe it was foil, yeah it was. Target one face-up monster in the field that gains 1,500 attack until the end of this turn. Man, all this power creep is really gonna make farming a cinch. Let me tell you. Gonna make it a cinch. Now you can just gain 1,500 attack before you union attack. You don't even need multiple unions anymore. That's crazy. Paleozoic Leoncholia. So another Paleo. I know I'm mispronouncing that. I will forever mispronounce it. Target one banished card, returns to the graveyard. Oh, and then this comes back as a aqua. Oh, it's not a fish, it's an aqua type. Never mind. I lied about golden flying fish. They come back as aquas. At least that one does. I think they all would come back as the same though. Fabled Dianera. You can tribute summon this card in face-up attack position by tributing one Fabled monster. Ooh, that's cool. Once per turn, the effect of the first normal spell card your opponent activates becomes your opponent discards one card. Your opponent means the controller of this monster. So it clarifies, it's gonna turn their spell card into making me discard a card, which can be really good for Fableds, obviously. So that's really cute. We have Gear Gyanker. Gear Gyanker. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. If this card is flipped face up, you can destroy monsters in the field equal to the number of Gear Gia monsters you control. So Gear Gia control seems like a thing. Okay, Lightning Punisher, Gear Gyanker, and Mask Chains. This is the quick play spell we were reading about. Target one hero monster you control, send it to the graveyard. Okay, that's why you would fake hero, get one out on the field right away. After that, if it left the field by this effect, special summon one masked hero from your extra deck with the same attribute that the sent monster had when it was on the field. Its original attribute if face down. Okay, so it can be face down as well. That's cool. So we got 2 SRs and 3 ultra rares. I think we've pulled more than 2 SRs though. I think we've pulled like 5, maybe even 6. Oh wow, spoilers, but double Cyclone is in this box. So if you guys didn't get it from the other box, it's there now. Wow, wasn't it? I guess it was in the anniversary box. It must have been. Yeah, it must have been. Wow, that's cool. Amazon Scouts, D-Boys, and Muzan Chiha. D-Boys, Face Off, and MK number 3. Mario Kart number 3 is my favorite Mario Kart. You cannot debate me on that. It is the best one. Earthquake Giant, Queen's Bodyguard, and Fusion Reserve. Reveal one fusion monster in your extra deck, add one of the fusion materials whose name is specifically listed on that card from your deck to your hand. Then you can add one polymerization from your graveyard to your hand. That's cool. That's actually that's a really cool trap because you recycle the polymerization you used and you can fish out from your deck whatever monster you need to finish your fusion. Runaway, Spell Calling, and Fiend Skull Dragon. Silent Strider, Amazoness Onslaught. Once per turn during the battle phase, you can special summon one Amazoness monster from your hand, and if you do, it gains 500 attack until the end of this turn. After damage calc, if your Amazoness monster battled an opponent's monster while this card is already face up on the field in your spell and trap card zone, you can banish that opponent's monster. If this card in the field is destroyed and sent to graveyard, you can target one Amazoness monster in your graveyard to special summon it. So, replaces itself when it does get destroyed. That's really cool. I like that. Ooh, we have Hypa, the Karakuri. This card must attack if able. When this face-up attack position card is selected as an attack target, change it to defense position. If this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. So, it's never getting attacked while it's in attack position, essentially. It's a super rare, 2,100 attack, 4 stars machine. Kinda crazy. Lesser Fiend, Paleo Eldonia. Target one face-up monster in the field, it gains 500 attack and defense till the end of this turn. Once per chain, when a trap card is activated while this card is in your graveyard, special summon this card as a normal monster. Once again, this is an aqua, so it's not fish. Golden Flying Fish is a lie, I lied to you. Electric Snake! When this card is discarded from your hands to the graveyard by an effect of a card controlled by your opponent, draw 2 cards from your decks. You remember how that monster said that all of your opponent's first spell is gonna say discard a card? You discard this, bam, Pot of Greed. The long Pot of Greed. The longest Pot of Greed you've ever seen. Whew! Okay, we got 2 more SRs. Let's see, we got 50, we've pulled 50 packs so far. Let's see how many more we're gonna go through. Face Off, Fiend Skull Dragon, Amazoness Onslaught. Scouts, Allure Queen, and Masked Hero Vapor. You made a real pretty sound for having absolutely nothing. Stygian Dirge. Reduce the level of all monsters your opponent controls by 1. Okay, so there we go. That also helps your queen out just a little bit. Well, here we go. Rainbow Galore. Karakuri Anatomy. Each time a Karakuri monster battle position is changed, place one Karakuri counter on this card. You can send this card from the field to the graveyard to draw 1 card for each Karakuri. Wow. So, wow. This is pretty good. This is honestly pretty good. It has to survive a full turn before you get your Pot of Greed. So it's kind of a faster Shard of Greed. It's a faster Shard of Greed that has a requirement. I think it could be good. Photon Wyvern. Look at this card. When this card is normal, flip summon, destroy all set cards your opponent controls. Only normal summon. It costs 2 tributes, so don't get feisty. But that's pretty awesome. That's a pretty cool card to have in the game, honestly. Wow, no one can set anything right now. We got another Heirloom. Earthquake Giant, Karakuri Showdown, and Hyena. Here we go. Heretic Seal of Supremacy, Runaway Karakuri, and Paleo Canadia. Oh, Canadia. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change it to face-down defense position. Once per chain, special summon this card. Okay, so basically, you can put something in face-down defense position, which can be really good if they're buffed. You have to target, though. I was going to say it's good for Beast Rising against, oh my gosh, Hazy Flames, but you can't target Hazy, so it doesn't matter. Cool card, though. Fake Hero, Paleo, and MK number 3. Abyssal, Fabled Diff, and Phoenix Beast. Okay, so I think we've gotten most of the stuff. We got a foil double Cyclone. You guys know this card. Target one spell trap card you control, and one spell trap card your opponent controls, destroy them. Remember, this destroys both of them. It's quick play, so you can pop it off and chain it to anything you activate, which is really nice. And then we're gonna go for at least, can we buy 40 more? Can we? 10, 20, 30, 40. Yes, we'll buy 40 more, and then we'll just go over any cards that we may have missed so far, because that's half the box. Heretic Seal from the Ashes. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can send one Heretic monster from your deck to your graveyard. Once per turn during your turn, you can target one of your banished Heretic monsters, return that card to the graveyard. When this face-up card in the field is sent to the graveyard, target one Heretic monster from your graveyard and special summon it. So this trap brings all the Heretics back to the grave, despite them getting banished. Different Dimension Master. 1700 5-star spellcaster. Man. Once per turn, you can discard one spell card to special summon one of your removed from play monsters. That is kind of spicy, though. You can special summon any banished monster. That's pretty freaking awesome. It's kind of worth the tribute. You have to discard a spell card, though. So it would be really good, for example, the Alien spell that does something in the grave. That's a really good card to discard, because you're also going to get its secondary effect off of it. Anything that can do something in the grave, which I'm not sure of all the other spells, which I'm sure there are. You guys can let me know in the comments, because I am curious. The Fabled Kakator. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you could discard one Fabled monster to destroy one card, which is good, because discarding your Fabled monster is what you want to do. It'll usually activate something else. Nubian Guard. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can return one continuous spell card from your graveyard to the top of your deck. I don't like it. I don't like returning things to the top of my deck. Put it in my hand, please. Please. Here we go. I thought it was gonna be prismatic, I'm not gonna lie. Needle Ceiling. When there are 4 more monsters in the field, destroy all face-up monsters. With 6 monster zones total, I don't know how I feel about that card, but if we ever get more. Parallel World Fusion. Fusion summon one elemental hero fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling your banished fusion materials listed into your deck. You cannot special summon monsters except by this card's effect during the turn you activate it. So you can't like fusion gate then activate this in the same turn. That would be pretty busted. Lesser Fiend, Doom Donuts, and Mad Dog of Darkness. Paleo, Abyssal, and Hypa again. We got a second Hypa. Iris, Dimension Jar. Both players can remove from play up to 3 monsters from their opponent's graveyard. Interesting. And Masked Hero Vapor. I mean, it's good for the different Dimension Master if you want to get things removed and your deck's not naturally doing that. And then you banish some of your opponents, which would be great against certain archetypes like Red Eyes and Cyber Angels, which are kind of getting... Red Eyes is kind of getting cycled out, I feel like. It's kind of getting crept all over. Allure Queen's level 7. Look at her, she's all grown up. So once per turn during your main phase, if this card is special summoned with the effect of Allure Queen level 5, you You can select one monster your opponent's side of the field and equip it to this card. This card will be destroyed, destroy the monster instead. So it's still just 1500, but it sucks almost everything up, basically. It's gonna suck almost all monsters up, which is cool. And then they just play Divine Wrath and you wasted your whole time. Ryukshin Clown, Queen's Bodyguard, and Fabled Galvus. Tongue Twister, Gear, and Gear. Oh, here we go. Arsenal Robber, Karakuri Gold Dust. Quick play spell. Activate only during the battle phase. Select 2 face-up Karakuri monsters in attack position. Change one of the selected monster defense position, and the other gains attack equal to the attack of the monster changed. So I'm pretty sure this can be activated during the damage step then, because attacks are getting altered. And Gear Gaia Attacker. 1900 Machine. Once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. When this card is flipped face up, you can destroy any number of spell trap cards in the field up to the number of Gear Gaia monsters you control. So control gears are gonna be really cool. Playing control gears is gonna be really kind of crazy and possibly toxic. Mad Dog of Darkness, Electric Snake, Karakuri, and Mask Charge. Iris, Humpty Grumpty, and Heretic Dragon of Gebeb. Ooh, triple Karibo, what do we got? Allure Queen level 5, Heretic Seal of Supremacy, and Blade Edge, our second Blade Edge. Ooh, here we go, Golden Edges. Literally nothing for Golden Edges. Fun time, Konami, for tricking me. All right, we're gonna do 20 more packs, and then we'll go through anything we may have missed. It looks like we've only missed one super rare, and it's one that I definitely need if I want to play Fables, that's for sure. I just recognize it just from the image. Masked Hero Goka. Must be special summon with Mask Change. This card gains 100 attack for each hero monster in your graveyard. Okay. So it's the Fire Mask Change. Ryukshin Clown, Anatomy, and Goka again. Tongue Twister, Morella, and Heretic Dragon of Sutek. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 dragon-type normal monsters from your graveyard. Once returned, you can banish 1 dragon-type monster from your graveyard to target 1 card in the field and destroy that target. That's cool. So this banishes a lot of dragons. Different Dimension Master has some synergy there. This can be special summoned, but first has to be special summoned the correct way. So then if it gets banished, you can bring it back with Different Dimension Master or with anything. That's cool. I like that. I like that. Here we go. Golden Edge is a face, and we have it all right here. Backup Rider. We've already seen this card. Runaway Karakuri, Lightning Punisher, and Accelerator. If you control a Gear Gaia monster, you can special summon this card from your hand defense position. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 Gear Gaia monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So it replaces itself technically, also helps you pop more cards because it special summons itself to the field from your hand. Pretty nice. Oh, here we go. Hieroglyphics, Golden Edges, and a face. We got Sazank, the Ninja Metal 339. This card must attack with Able, of course. That's all Karakuri effect. When this face-up attack position monster, attack position card is selected as an attack target, change it to defense position. When this card is flipped face-up, select 1 face-up monster on the field and send it to the graveyard. During the turn this card is flipped face-up, it can attack your opponent directly. Spice. That is pretty spicy. Good for farming, I think. I mean, you really want the effect damage almost always, so this is what it is. All right, it's gonna be our last 10 of this video, and then we're gonna go over any cards we may have missed, which I don't think is too many. Just the ultra rares and 1 super rare. We might get an ultra rare right here, judging by how much animation just happened. Dark World Dealings. You guys already know I have all 3 of mine, so, and you know what this card does, so. Feels bad, but honestly feels great that it's in the game for everyone else. And this is a great box to add it in, because even though it's not very Dark World centralized, Fableds love Dark World Dealings as well. Good card for Fableds, 100%. 100%. What do we got going on? Nothing, come on. Electric Snake, Tongue Twister, and Goka. Here we go. This is the one, baby. Gold Dust and another Double Cyclone. Oh, man. Second to last pack of the video. Nothing. One more? Nothing. All right. Let's go over the cards we didn't get. We got, honestly, I shouldn't be complaining. We got 7 out of the 10 ultra rares in the first half of the box. Part of me would love to reset, but part of me would not. Vision Hero Witch Raider. It is an 8-star Dark Warrior. Wow. To tribute summon this card face up, you contribute traps as well as monsters. Wow. When this card is normal summon, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls. Wow. That's dangerous, man. That's dangerous. You can tribute this blast with chain. Bam. Wow. I like it. Hardened Armed Dragon, a 1500 4-star dragon. You can special summon this card by sending one level 8 or higher monster from your hand to the graveyard. If you tribute this card for the tribute summon of a level 7 or higher monster, that monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's cool. I like that second effect, and also you can special summon this just by ditching like a Blue Eyes and getting into your grave for Powerful Rebirth, or you know, the obvious synergy of Heretic Seal, the Sun Dragon Overlord, you know? That's not a mouthful at all. Then we have Fires of Doomsday, a quick play spell. Special summon 2 Doomsday tokens. These tokens cannot be tributed for a tribute summon unless it's for a dark monster. You cannot summon other monsters the turn you activate this card, but you can normal set. So it's Scapegoat, but just for dark monsters and just with 2. Actually, it's Stray Lambs, but just for dark monsters, and it's a quick play spell, which is cool because you can activate it at the end of your opponent's turn, and you don't need to summon anything else that turn. So bam, you just do that, and they're there, right there. Really like it. Okay, what else have we missed? Cards you own. We don't own Fabled Solkius. If this card is in the graveyard, you can send 2 cards except Fabled Solkius from your hand to the graveyard to special summon this card from the graveyard. So you can go ahead and send 2 Fabled monsters or send 2 cards you want in the graveyard to special summon this from the grave. It could lead to some really powerful plays, some really quick games. We're missing, it looks like Amazoness Fighting Spirit is in the game now. For us, wow. If an Amazoness monster attacks a monster with higher attack, the attacking monster gains 1,000 attack during damage calc only. So it's like the cities for the heroes, but for Amazoness monsters, and it's a continuous spell, so kind of worse, but it's fine. So that is all the cards in this box. Do I think that there's an archetype as strong as Aliens in here? Maybe? I don't think it'll be the Queen. I would be shocked if it's the Queen. I'll be pleasantly shocked. I think Control Gears sounds really scary. I think the dragons sound really fun, and I'm excited to see how the elemental heroes play out. But yeah, I think this box is worth it, especially because Double Cyclone is such a good card to have. And so is Dark World Dealings if you didn't get it in the anniversary box that they had released way back when. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to show some shady love to that thumbs up down below. We're gonna be bringing more Duel Links. I know some of you guys think I'm done with Duel Links because I started playing Pokemon again. No. I've just been grinding out Jesse as much as I possibly can, and he never drops EX gems, and it kind of tilts me a little bit. With that though, I'm gonna get the hashtag out of here. Have yourselves a fantastic day, but above all else, keep it shady.